Welcome back to John O's Bass Fishing. I'm going to talk to you guys just a little bit about spro Little John, the square bill, or the mid divers. Something I do with them as soon as I take them out of the package, how I fish them and use them. First thing I do as soon as this comes out of the package is I remove this oval split ring. And the reason I do that is because I like to throw a quick clip. And to me, a quick clip, it's not ever hurt me throwing crankbaits or rattle traps. Anything with a treble hook, I'm pretty much going to throw a quick clip. The advantages just outweigh the disadvantages to me. I can switch colors, I can switch size, I can do it quick. The only thing you have to really worry about is checking your line a little more often because you're not going to be retying as much. But anyway, so I throw quick clips. That oval split ring, it will get hung up in the quick clip and make it not run right. So the first thing I do as soon as I take it out of the package is snatch that clip off. And you can throw it without a split ring at all, but it tends to be a little harder to tune if you do it that way. So I just like to grab a round split ring and I have split ring pliers, but I use my fingernails. Probably shouldn't. There we go. All right, round split ring. Now I can put my quick clip on there, and now I have to worry about the oval split ring tangling up in my quick clip. Now, if you're going to tie it straight to the lure, you're probably better off just leaving the oval split ring. So the next thing I do, as soon as this comes out of the package, I don't like to change these hooks out. They're pretty good. I'll change them out once they get kind of old, but just bend these hooks in slightly. Not too much. Just get them to where they're pointing in a little bit, and it just makes it a little more weedless. And once you get a fish stuck, you typically stay on there a little easier with the hooks bent in a little bit. And that's pretty much all I do with the spro Little John. And I'll do this with the square bill version, and I'll do it with the mid diver version. Anything that's got an oval split ring that I want to throw with the clips, I'll just go ahead and change that split ring out. Pretty much all of my treble hook baits, I'm going to bend the hooks in on those too. So that's how I throw it. I know I've got a couple questions about it. That's all I do to it. As soon as I take it out of the package, switch split ring, bend the hooks in a little bit. Like I said, these hooks will get wore out. You can usually go through a couple of really good days on them and catch some good fish, but I will replace them. And sometimes I'll go back with the same hook, but sometimes I'll go back to a EWG or something maybe a little thicker, just depending on what I'm doing. With square bills, you know, you get in some pretty heavy cover and stuff like that, you may want to go up in line size and try to rip some fish out sometimes. But so the rod and reel setup I'm using for the spro square bills or mid diving crankbaits, this is a Daiwa Tatula SV. It throws your light to medium sized crankbaits very well. I've been very impressed with this. This is actually an 8:1 gear ratio. I intended on getting a 7:1 gear ratio, but I accidentally got the 8, so I just kind of stuck with it and tried it out. And I'll tell you, I'm pretty happy with the 8:1 gear ratio on my Little Johns and Little John square bills. There's some advantages to it. There's some disadvantages to it, but I mean, I can cover water so much faster. I can put the trolling motor on high and just keep that same pace with it. If fish bust out to the right of me or something, I can get that lure in a lot quicker to make the cast out to my schooling fish. So I would typically probably throw a 7:1, but I've been pretty happy with 8. You can always slow it down a little bit, just reel a little slower. But anyway, real quick, one other thing I've just recently discovered is owner now makes a basically a weedless quick clip. And I don't know how well y'all are going to be able to see it on the camera, but this is, once you close this up, it's just got a little loop on the end, and you push it in and it comes back up and catches right there. Now there's nothing sticking out of the split ring, so it's just a little more weedless. It doesn't catch a lot of grass or leaves or anything like that, and also it doesn't really leave a lot of room for error. So I mean, nothing can grab that and push it out while you're reeling in the fish. So to me, it just seems like a little better design than what I usually throw. This is fairly small. I don't go like a heavy duty clip for my crankbaits. I mean, I'm usually throwing 12-pound test. I don't have my drag set super high or anything like that, but I've been pretty impressed with that. I haven't had any breakage on them or any of them come undone. The only thing I will say is if you did want to go to something with a smaller eye, if you wanted to clip something on there with a smaller eye, you're not going to be able to get into as many smaller eye type lures because of that loop right there. It goes through the crankbaits and stuff like that just fine. But if you wanted to put it into like a, I don't know, a shaky head, if you actually wanted to do that with a clip, you wouldn't be able to get it in there with that. Hair jigs. I throw my hair jigs on clips too. I tried to clip one on real quick the other day and it wouldn't go on there. So that's the only downfall of this clip. But if all you're using it is for crankbaits, which is mostly what I do, it's a good one. I would recommend it. But anyway, hope maybe this video has helped you out a little bit. Hope you liked it. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe. Be sure to hit the notification bell so we get notified about my future videos. And until next time, I'm Jonathan Harris. Thanks for watching.